And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Trey Lyles. Also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Gallinari wide open. San Antonio with the rebound. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. 4 on the clock. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Here is Forbes. The pass to Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. Lyles, and taken away by Paul. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Anytime DeRozan can come up for the block, gets the whole team energized.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Back to Lyles, outside Aldridge. Murray kicks to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan finds Aldridge, shoots over Adams, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Back to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now, here is Gallinari. Up top, Adams. Out to Gallinari. The tray. Rebound by Murray. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Forbes. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. DeRozan surveying the D. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Here's Paul. Gallinari on the wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Dort. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Forbes the pass to Lyles. Right side Aldridge. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Offline with his 3. The Thunder leading by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Paul against Murray. Again, Oklahoma City.
You know, I don't care how tight you play him. It's very hard to keep Paul from knocking that shot down. His in-between game is lethal.
Now here's DeRozan. Aldridge the pass to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Right side Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Adams. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And that one drops.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Paul with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 on the clock, and he sinks the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder lead by 9. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
The guys on the team are already tough.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle, and it's Mills, then it's White, and it's Bellinelli in at the 3. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And that one's good. Schroeder. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Gay on the jam by Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay, still a high flyer with tremendous athleticism. You can't let him get going downhill.
Diallo finds Noel. Here's Muscala, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And Jakob Poeltl, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. 6 to shoot. Gay kicks to Walker. From outside, off the mark. The Thunder leading by 5. Diallo with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Pass to Ferguson. Now Noel. And here is Muscala. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Schroeder against Bellinelli. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. White dishes to Gay. Back to White. Passes it to Bellinelli. Gay inside. He's covered by Muscala. Shot's good by Walker.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one drops for him. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Walker. Second chance shot. Pirtle finds Bellinelli. Hands it from downtown.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Walker against Schroeder. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Gay. And the Spurs pushing it up now and finished off by Walker.
Boy, I like the activity Gabe brings to both ends of the floor. That wide wingspan helps him be disruptive on defense.
To the right side. Schroeder surveying the floor. Shoots. They get it again. That shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is something DeRozan does all too well. I mean, presses the issue, forces the issue, and then gets the defense to overcommit.
Mills, who's checked in for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
San Antonio leading by 4. Mills with it. Murray outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so they can make him hard to guard, especially from this area.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Paul passes to Dort. And stolen by Aldridge. And so we wrap up the first half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. San Antonio's first quarter could have gone much better. A big part of the problem was their defense. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Paul against DeRozan. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Spurs leading by 6. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Aldridge. 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Forbes. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Paul passes to Adams. Right wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gallinari in the corner. Back to Paul. The pass to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
A confident shooter from deep. When you give Gilgeous-Alexander space to pull the trigger, he's not going to hesitate. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And White kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Pirtle. It's good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Now Diallo. Bellinelli is covering. Schroeder, right side. It's Noel. It's out the key. Now here's Diallo. Bellinelli is covering. Muscala. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. San Antonio leading by 7. Gay dishes to White. Here's Bellinelli with the tip. And Gay with the second chance points. Gay's got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So the wing on the left. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Diallo. Here's Ferguson. Bellinelli is covering. Diallo, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Count it, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Pirtle pulls it down. And stolen by Diallo. And that one's good. Noel.
Excellent effort from Noel on the fast break. When he's sprinting like that, it really energizes the rest of his guys.
White the pass to Walker. Outside, White. Back to Walker. To the inside. That's good from Gay on the assist by Walker. Gay's got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
A different look now for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Derek White. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Pirtle. Trying to find Mills, gets it to him. It's stolen by Schroeder. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ferguson misses. Spurs leading by 11. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
1 second left. And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Lyles, then it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Perhaps the toughest player in the NBA. It's tough to neutralize Adams' impact when he's out there.
And Paul over to help. To the middle. Aldridge kicks to Mills. The Spurs rebound. A second chance effort. Pass to Wiles. Outside DeRozan. Lock at 6. Forbes can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And here now the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 7. Dort passes to Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes in for Patty Mills. So it's the Spurs now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game, and it's in there. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Man, DeRozan, such a dangerous scorer in there. The defense has to push him out of there.
Here's Adams. Paul outside. Shoots from the block. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And Poeltl is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. That one is no good.
Boy, Poeltl is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 6-point lead. Back to Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander against Aldridge. Feeds it to Walker. Gallinari with the rebound. The Thunder have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Free throw good, Murray.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second-team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all-defense team.
Shot on the wing. Up again, and it's Adams on the follow.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Here's DeRozan. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Walker with a clean look. No good on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And it's Paul missing. San Antonio leading by 7. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Dort. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The feed now to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Adams. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Adams' shot is off. Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Spurs.
Good on the first, and that will push the lead to double digits. White, he's checked in for the Spurs. And he makes both free throws. The Thunder have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Ball passes to Dort. Ball looking over the floor. Knocks it loose. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. And here comes White, leading the fast break on the jam by Rudy Gay.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good by Gay.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And there's the pass to Gay. Over Adams. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good comp. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do from the plains of Oklahoma. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. The kick out to Barnes. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Gallinari. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The feed to Adams. Out left to the wing. Here's Dort. They get it back. Tries again. And it's Adams getting it to go.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Count it. And so just over a minute and a half played. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Here's Paul. The Kings getting the bucket. Pass to Adams. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. It's Bjelica, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, for a player his size, Bjelica might surprise you from time to time the way he handles it.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for Sacramento. Heald's checked in for Bogdanovich.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Kings have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's Schroeder. Shoots over Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Kings, Kent Bazemore is checked in for Barnes, and it's Joseph in for Fox.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Schroeder. And the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Healed the pass to Giles. Over Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Bazemore kicks to Joseph. In the corner, it's Healed. And the pass to Holmes. The shot comes out, and the Thunder going the other way now. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Good on the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And that's just great work there to get into shooter space and then go and corral that backcourt.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, Joseph and Heald make up the backcourt. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Bazemore at the 3. It's Bielitsa. Holmes trying to free himself up. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Bielitsa. Paul, right side. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bielitsa inside. Gallinari on him. Bielitsa misses. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Ferguson. Gallinari trying to get open. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions,
that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
A feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
Bogdanovich dishes to Bagley. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
Hall controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 16.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And they get it. Releases. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. It's deflected.
Well, on defense, Barnes has reach and quickness. He stayed all over that shot.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Kings. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. Down low, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Adams. Bagley with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
The Thunder leading by 16. Here's Schroeder. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Kings shooting a meager 37% for the game. That's good from Fox on the assist by Parker. Fox has got his first points in this one.
So good and so dangerous is De'Aaron Fox out in transition.
Schroeder against Fox. Schroeder passes to Adams, and he banks in the layup. Adams has got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And stolen by Diallo. Schroeder against Bagley. Ring shot on the way, and that one's good. Schroeder, he's got 10.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
Bagley, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. It's stolen by Bagley. Parker kicks to Barnes. Back to Parker. There's the dish to Bagley. That one goes. Count it.
Gonna have to do more to shut down Bagley.
Fox against Schroeder. Pass to Adams. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bagley. Adams, some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, it was Dennis Schroeder setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 10 points. And that'll do it for our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Paul. That's tipped, but they recover it. Oklahoma City moving it around. Second shot opportunity. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Bielitsa. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Here's Paul. Adams trying to free himself up. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gallinari finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Fox. No good from outside. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Step back shot. Paul's shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Fox. Kept alive. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. It's Bielitsa. They shoot again. And there's the nice layup by Barnes.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
The shot by Paul, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Inside. Barnes against Paul. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And he's good on the 3-ball. 5 points in the game. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
Kawhi's
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Paul, right side. To the inside. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 19.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the Thunder making a change here. Diallo's checked in. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Healed against Schroeder. The 10-footer. Noel. It's good on the putback.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Healed against Noel. Holmes lays it up off the glass. Holmes got 6.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
To the paint. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Dishes to Noel. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Schroeder outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 12.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Goes back up. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Giles is out there with Bialitz, and it's Holmes in at the center position. Goes up the baseline. They get the rebound. The 15-footer, good. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
Watching Schroeder put the team on his back has been entertaining, and he's scoring at a steady clip.
Fox kicks to Bialitz. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Hield with it. Diallo's there. And stolen by Diallo. And again, Dennis Schroeder.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now the pass to Holmes. Here's Giles. He's covered by Muscala. Holmes trying to free himself up. And it's Giles missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Fox against Schroeder. Fires from the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Well, nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Noel. It's blocked. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Yep, that one goes in there.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Schroeder. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
To the inside. Giles the pass to Holmes. Back to Giles. They kick out to Hield. Here's Giles. He's covered by Muscala. And it's Giles missing. Passes it to Muscala. To the middle. Here's Ferguson. In the corner, it's Diallo. Pass to Muscala. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Joseph kicks to Parker. Outside, Joseph. Paul with the steal. He's got a clear path by himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away.
Pass to Brewer. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Parker passes to Len, and he makes that one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dennis Schroeder.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Paul surveying the floor. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Here's Brewer. Nader grabs the board. Paul left side. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Paul on target from 13 feet.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Now Brewer. And there's the pass to Bazemore. Launches a three. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. an aerial view of our location today, set in nothing.
Well, Kevin and
thanks, David. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the 5.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Kings getting the bucket, and the dunk by Lyles.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Fox against Murray. Fox passes to Bagley. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. And here is Bielitsa. Can't hit from in close. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Murray after the Kings pick up 2. Lyles kicks to Forbes. Cans it from downtown.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Fox. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
Outside Bogdanovich. Bagley the pass to Fox. And stolen by Aldridge. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Bagley. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Here's Aldridge. And another basket for San Antonio. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Forbes can't get it to go.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Bagley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's just an attacking player. A guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Spurs passing it around. Murray outside. Back to DeRozan. A pass to Forbes. Offensive rebound. That shot no good. The Kings trail by 3. Fox passes to Bagley. Rebound by Murray.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And stolen by Bielitsa. And up the court come the Kings on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. Bagley finds Bielitsa. Now here's Bagley. Here's Fox. Can't hit from the low block. Spurs leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
Fox. Sacramento gets it back. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Here's Bagley. And at last, they get one to fall. Bagley's got 6. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. And the jam by Aldridge.
You kidding me? It wasn't that Aldridge dunked it. It was the way he dunked it. He meant that.
And Fox gets it to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Fades. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. They trail by 3.
And Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Here's Forbes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
So both teams changing it up here. That one misses. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3 spot.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Joseph dishes to Hield. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but, boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
San Antonio leading by 4. Here's White, and the layup's good off the glass. White's got his first bucket in this one.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Misses the 3. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Madu's checked in. And Mills kicks to White. Back to Mills. Parker against Gay. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Hield. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Gay left side. Back to Mills. Spurs passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the 3-point bomb. Mills has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Not the most natural ball handler. This is what Mills prefers to do. Catch and shoot.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get them. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's White. Pass to Gay. Mills with it. This one for three. Rebounded by Holmes. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hield. Not going to go that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's White. And he lays it straight in. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the way that White attacks, I love how he asserts himself and takes it to the rim.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Banked in off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Spurs leading by 5. Passes it to Medu. Gay in the corner. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Hield outside. From deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the wing, Hield. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Parker outside. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Gay passes to Pirtle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Shot by Joseph. No good. Spurs leading by 8. White goes in. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Joseph. Parker outside. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Then for the Spurs, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Medu. Bellinelli comes in for White. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. DeRozan passes to Pirtle. Holmes with the steal. Hield left side. Barnes. And the basket is good.
Just a difficult shot that Barnes makes look so simple, so creative how he brushes off the defense.
San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Bellinelli. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Bellinelli. A 3-ball. Pirtle. The putback is no good. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the point.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Bogdanovich. On deep. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge, the pass to Walker. Off target from three-point range. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Back to Fox. Bogdanovich looking around. No good with the triple.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And stolen by Barnes. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Spurs passing it around. There's the pass to Aldridge. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Inside, here's DeRozan. The shot from the low post is good. DeRozan's got 10 points.
He's so explosive. DeRozan able to make plays inside, causing the defense to have to make a tough decision.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Walker dishes to Aldridge. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Walker the pass to Bellinelli. And stolen by Bielitsa. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Walker. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bagley. And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Walker the pass to DeRozan. No good on the three. The Kings trail by 3. Down low, it's Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 5th assist in this one. Bellinelli finds Aldridge. Now DeRozan. Back to Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
Pass to Bagley. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Then for the Spurs, Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Bellinelli, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Walker. Wide open look here for Murray, and the 3-ball is good.
Improved shot mechanics, improved strength. DeJounte Murray is becoming a force.
Hield kicks to Giles. He tries for 3. Forbes with the rebound. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Murray. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
It's good. Hield's got his second bucket.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Giles kicks to Hield. 5 on the clock, and here's Barnes for 3. The offensive rebound, and it's Holmes with the extra effort.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Murray, the pass to Gay. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Barnes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Spurs lead by 4. And we're coming right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles, and it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And stolen by Gay. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Pirtle, and that one good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here they go. Here's Forbes. And White kicks to Pirtle. Passes it to Murray. Back to Pirtle. Murray finds Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot's good from Forbes. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Hield, the pass to Giles. Comes up empty down low.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. The free throw off from Rudy Gay. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Takes a 3. And Bielitsa kicks to Bogdanovich. And it's off from 3-point range. Spurs leading by 10. And stolen by Bielitsa. Ball going up court. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
Murray for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
This just comes from repetition. Murray's put a lot of extra hours in the gym, catching and firing.
Kings with the fresh shot clock. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bielitsa. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And here's Barnes for 3. That one's not going to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Jakob Poeltl. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. It's Bielitsa. That one wide left. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 15-4 run.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Bagley. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Brewer is checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Here's San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Giles. Covered by Lyle. Len. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Bogdanovich. That's off as well, so he misses both. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray dishes to DeRozan. The kick out to Aldridge. Pass to Forbes. Miles against Joseph. Miles no good. Bazemore on the win. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Yeah, this time Kent Bazemore puts the ball on the deck, initiates contact. Nice move.
It's off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. And in the win, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
for the land of the free.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge, DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Paul, right side. Baseline jumper. And he overshot that one, missing. In transition, here comes San Antonio. DeRozan gets the bucket.
One thing we know about DeMar DeRozan, this guy is a determined scorer. He's got those quick bursts. He can finish through contact. This is old hat for this guy.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. And it's Adams on the follow.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here is Forbes. No good. Shot missing. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Lyles, it's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. DeRozan defending. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Lyles. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. The shot's good from Forbes.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Paul. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Brent Forbes. Bucket is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ball against Gay. To the paint. Here's Adams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Pass to Ferguson. Gallinari outside. Lets the 3 fly. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. A second chance effort. And it's laid in by Paul. Paul's got 6.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
White finds Gay. Lays it up off the glass.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
Now, here is Gallinari. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Ferguson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Paul, no good. Here's DeRozan. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
Boy, this guy's so quick with the ball in his hands. DeRozan's acceleration makes him effective.
And Paul puts up a deep 3. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Dennis Schroeder. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. And it's Diallo in at shooting guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Mills. Feeds it to Gay. It's stolen by Muscala. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Gay scanning the floor. Pass to Mills. Now Bellinelli launches it. And it's Noel with the rebound. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Diallo the pass to Schroeder. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Schroeder's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. In transition, here come the Spurs. And finished off by Walker.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Schroeder. To the inside. Muscala. Nice D from Aldridge.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Boy, how effortless does DeMar DeRozan make those slams look? This guy glides to the rim and makes it look easy.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Here's Diallo. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here again, the Spurs in transition. Up the court they go.
Yeah, if you sprint in transition, DeMar DeRozan doesn't always go to the cup. He will make a jumper and finish.
To the middle. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Muscala.
Boy, a sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for DeJounte Murray. Paul kicks to Gallinari. 1:10 left now here in the second. Adams in the high post. Paul for 3. Doesn't go that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Walker's got 10 points in the quarter.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And there it is for him. Paul's got 8 points.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first. And what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
It's his first trip to the line. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Then for the Spurs, Pirtle comes in for Trey Lyles, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Walker.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
White finds Gay. Count the basket. Gay's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Danilo Gallinari very content to find his teammates.
White the pass to Gay. Here's Forbes. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Derek White. And it's Mills in at the point. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Chris Paul.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Gay with no one around. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The Spurs making a switch here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Pirtle. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Chris Paul. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Here's Paul, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Kicks it out to Paul. Gallinari wide open. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gallinari's got 8.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Noel passes to Diallo. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Schroeder missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. And San Antonio also making a switch. Mills, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Schroeder. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Oklahoma City trailing. Schroeder surveying the floor. Back to Muscala. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Medu, he's checked in for Aldridge. Turtle comes in for Lyles. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. Back to Walker. The pass to Pirtle. Gay outside. Here's Medu. Makes it off the glass. Medu's got his first basket.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Schroeder outside. Here's Muscala. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Spurs have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Shots good by Gay.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded by Walker. Inside, Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. He gets it in there.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Noel dishes to Muscala. To the middle, here's Ferguson, and Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Thunder trailing by 4. Now here's Diallo. Good work defensively by Gay. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Walker. DeRozan's got 18 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
DeRozan against Schroeder. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he sinks the second. Paul looking over the floor. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Murray after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
White down low. That one, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And there's the feed to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And that one is good.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And becoming more of a playmaker, Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay. Walker comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeRozan in for Derek White. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Paul with the 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. Goes up again. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Walker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Adams against DeRozan. Over in the corner, Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall. To the paint, here's Walker, and Walker throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Paul. Uncovered. Bullseye. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to DeRozan. Pirtle up top. Out to DeRozan. Murray left side. Takes the three. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. Paul outside. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Gallinari finds Adams. Takes the 13-footer. Keeps it alive. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Left side, DeRozan. Back to Murray. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kyle comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Lonnie Walker. Here's Paul following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Paul left side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Down low. And Adams kicks to Paul. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. 55 seconds left in the game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for San Antonio.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMar DeRozan.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
To the inside, here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Zeller passes to Walker. Passes to Mills. Lets it go from 11. Off on that one. And so it's San Antonio with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. What a look for some of the Kings players as they entered their building.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court and suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
That's a 2 from Paul, kept alive. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so here is Oklahoma City. The Kings getting the bucket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Paul with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Up and in on the layup. Outside, Bagley. Inside, Fox kicks to Bagley. The 3 from Barnes doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. Shoots off the step back. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
And here's Gallinari outside. Bagley with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Bagley. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Bagley's got 6.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Fox against Paul. Here's Gallinari. Here's Adams, and it's denied by Fox. Right side Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Bielitsa. Shoots the 3. Dort grabs the miss. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They get the rebound. Pass to Dort. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Right side Bagley. On the wing, Barnes. Back to Bagley. Pass to Giles. Hield outside. Barnes outside. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Kings. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Ferguson. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Outside, Fox. To the paint. Giles kicks to Bagley. The Thunder shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. The pass to Noel. Alinari on the wing from downtown. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Here's Noel. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Barnes outside. Here's Giles. Ferguson with the rebound. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander shoots over Fox.
Fox is so good on the offensive end with his quickness. Why not use it on the defense?
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front. They're up by 2. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
There's Diallo following the basket by Buddy Hield. Passes it to Muscala. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bielitsa, who checks in for Sacramento. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Joseph looking over the floor. Parker dishes to Bazemore. Pass to Joseph. The numbers in their favor. Paul passes to Diallo. Back to Paul. Over Parker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Thunder lead by 2.
That's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
Holmes. Paul with the steal. Diallo inside. He's covered by Joseph.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So you draw the defense into you deep, and then you wait, and then you get confident down low to draw contact.
Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bogdanovich comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. Now Fox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kings moving the ball around. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Gilgeous Alexander, good.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now here's Parker. Outside, Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort, went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Marvin Bagley comes in for Parker, and it's Barnes in for Bielitsa. Sacramento shooting their third free throw attempt of the game, and the technical free throw is good. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four-men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Bobbed up there for Barnes. It's stolen by Adams. Gilgeous Alexander against Bogdanovich. Double by Bogdanovich. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA. Up to the rim.
The Kings trail by 7. And Bogdanovich kicks to Giles. Barnes right side. Gallinari with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's denied by Fox. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Fields checked in. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Fox. Another shot. And it's Noel with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And he goes in for the dunk.
Gilgeous Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
The drive by Bagley. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Here's Schroeder. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by... And that should...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Kings trail by 9. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Paul with the ball. Pulls up on the elbow. Good work there as it goes. Paul's got the first points of the second half here for the Thunder.
Just such great form. Chris Paul so very efficient from that spot on the floor.
Bielitsa passes to Bagley. It's tipped, and they get it back. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Bielitsa, the shot off that time. Adams, some nice D.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo's checked in. There's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Barnes. Holmes, good. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Oklahoma City leading by 16. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Barnes finds Joseph from the arc. They get it back. It's Bielitsa.
Heady play by Bielitsa.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jabari Parker comes in for Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Diallo inside. He's against Parker. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Sacramento moving it around. And he banks in the layup.
A nice job by Bielitsa. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found one.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Fires from 14. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Thunder lead by 18.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Giles the pass to Fox. And it's good for 2.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Schroeder against Hield. The dish to Noel. Over to the left wing. And Muscala kicks to Diallo. Puts up a 3. And it's Schroeder missing. The Kings trail by 18. Hield dishes to Parker. Off target at the rim. Schroeder right side. Noel can't get the putback. Here's Giles. Misses there. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding a big 18-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel Nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Noel is out there with Muscala. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. The Thunder leading by 18. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Hield. Bogdanovich inside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Dort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Hield. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Then for the Thunder, Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Now the pass to Dort. Back to Paul from outside the arc. And Noel kicks to Paul. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now, here's Holmes. Bagley, no good. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You just don't see guys with Gilgeous-Alexander's size and frame all that often. He can be a special player in this league.
Here's Hield. There's the 3. Here's Holmes. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Paul passes to Noel. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bounce pass from Paul. Back to Noel. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Noel. Clock at 4. And stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Fox. Holmes passes to Fox. And here is Hield. Now here's Fox. Defended by Paul. Here's Hield. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Paul. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there. An efficient shooter off the dribble.
Here's Holmes. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Chris Paul.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Count it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Barnes following the basket by Chris Paul. For three. Barnes can't get it to go. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Bagley. One-on-one fast break. That's a 2 from Hield. They get it again. Back to Bjelica. Gallinari with the steal. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From the wing. Can't connect. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming. DA.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bielitz, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyles. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Good on both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Lyles. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Barnes passes to Bielitsa. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Lyles. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
You can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
In transition, here comes San Antonio, and finished off by DeRozan.
You never have to worry about DeRozan going soft. I mean, when he gets inside, he's taking it strong to the rack.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. 4-point game. To the paint. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Murray against Fox. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the basket by DeRozan.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
It's stolen by Lyles. In transition, here come the Spurs. And finished off by DeRozan.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fox dishes to Bagley. Pass to Bielitsa. And he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
The Kings trail by 4. And that one's good. Barnes.
Boy, strength and body control on display there from Barnes. I can tell you what, he's got a competitive spirit to him. He doesn't want any defender to get the better of him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Joseph, the pass to Giles. Knocked loose. Gay with it. He's picked up by Parker. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
The pass to Giles.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And White kicks to Bellinelli. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Joseph against Bellinelli. And it's Giles missing. Spurs leading by 8. White goes in. An easy 2 points on the layup. White's got his second basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Parker in the corner. Will it go? And it's Giles missing. Spurs have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. And White with the stuff.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and gameplay. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Kings have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Back to Joseph. Sacramento moving it around. Bazemore dishes to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 11. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low.
Hey, look at Poeltl. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Bazemore passes to Holmes. And Poeltl sends it back. Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Hield from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. And now here comes Gay leading the break. There's Walker with the 3. They get it back. Poeltl. Three-pointer. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Poeltl. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bazemore passes to Joseph. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Far from just a jump shooter, Joseph is not shy at getting inside and making it happen there.
In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Poeltl trying to get open. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 17. Here's San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Walker's shot is off. The Kings have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
Barnes right side. And Bielitsa kicks to Barnes. Dishes at the basement. Barnes passes to Bagley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Outside, Walker to the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Derek White's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kent Bazemore. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Murray with the bounce pass. Aldridge kicks to Lyles. Spurs passing it around. Pass to White. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Kings. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. On the wing, Barnes. Bielitsa against Lyles. He gets that one. Fox has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Passes it to Aldridge. There's the 3. A shot that time, not on target.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession. And this time, LaMarcus finds it. Giles, the pass to Barnes. It's Bielitsa. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Bielitsa's got 8 points. He gets it up. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what are your thoughts? And that's going to do it for us here. The second.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got DeRozan. Miles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Bogdanovich finds Fox. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here is Forbes, guarded by Fox. Murray outside. Aldridge trying to break free. Can't hit that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. It's stolen by DeRozan. One-on-one fast break. In the dunk pile line.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Barnes. To the inside. In the dunk pile line.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Elitza misses. Spurs leading by 13. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Here's Fox. They grabbed their own miss.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
DeRozan on the wing. Here's Wiles. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 13. That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game.
And I like when Barnes is focused on moving the ball. I mean, it makes his team better. I love his willingness to get that ball moving.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got 6.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
And that one's good, Barnes.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Murray outside. Second chance shot. Outside DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wiles. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gets it down to single digits. And it's 6 points for Marvin Bagley. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. It's stolen by Hield. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Kings. San Antonio leading by 8. Gay right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gay's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
Pass to Joseph from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Pirtle. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. Here's Fox. He has 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
White, left side. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Parker out there with Giles, and it's Holmes in at the center position. The pass to Bellinelli. Pirtle dishes to Bellinelli. White, wide open, he fires. And Gabe with the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Barnes is checked in. Here's DeRozan, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's understandable that DeRozan was hurt when the Raptors traded him. He used it, though, in a positive way to motivate himself to playing at a high level in San Antonio. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Barnes passes to Holmes. There's the triple. But they get it back. Spurs leading by 13. Walker in the corner. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
The 3 from Barnes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Hield against White. Gay in the corner. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. And the rejection by Holmes. Barnes kicks to Holmes. They kick out to Hield. He dishes it to Fox. Here's Barnes. Here's Giles. He goes up again. Pass to Holmes. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. DeRozan with it. Outguarded by Hield. White the pass to Pirtle. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Spurs lead by 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Gay kicks to Walker. Gay outside. Outside, White. And here's Walker outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Fox passes to Barnes. From deep three-point range. Rebounds San Antonio. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. No good from Gay.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Inside, and he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Hield. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Holmes. From down in the low post, it goes.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
White finds Walker. Out to White. Spurs working the ball around now. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Purdy. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Lonnie Walker. Sacramento also making some changes. Bagley comes in for Rashad Holmes. And it's Bielitsa in for Giants. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 13-point game. It's Bielitsa. Chalk up 2 there.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Fox with the steal. And another fast break for Sacramento. And here's Barnes for 3. Offensive rebound. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Poked away. Murray left side. Lyles kicks to Forbes. Launches it. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.